Hi everybody, my name is Rachel Katz and I'm going to be teaching you guys a restorative class today for anxiety. So this is going to help you reduce any stress or tension that is stored in your body so that you can move on with your day feeling relaxed and stress-free. Enjoy. If you guys aren't able to join me for practice at this very moment, feel free to add this to your watch later list and you can join me for this practice later on. So for today's class, we're going to use 2 blocks. So you could either use blocks. If you don't have blocks, you could get creative and grab some books that you have at home. And then I'm going to also use this bolster. So if you don't have a bolster, you could use any pillows that you have at home, any blankets, and those are all of the props that we're going to use. So first, we're going to get into a comfortable seat. You can either sit cross-legged or in Virasana, sitting back onto your heels, or you could just relax flat on your back. That works as well. And we're going to start with some breathing exercises. So I want you to keep your eyes open and look at me. So we're going to breathe in through the nose for a count of 4. And then you're going to exhale through the mouth. You're going to make like a little O shape through the mouth. So it's going to look like this. And you're going to exhale for a count of 8. So it's going to look like So now that you saw how to do it, you can go ahead and close your eyes and start to really tune into your breath, tune into the present moment, and inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale out of the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're going to do this a few more times at your own pace. Doing this breathing exercise is going to help you relax and start to slow down your nervous system. When we make our exhales a lot longer than our inhales, this helps slow down the nervous system, get you out of flight or fight. So this is a great breathing exercise to have in your toolbox whenever you feel anxious or stressed. Even if you're out and about, you can just take a moment to pause, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths like this. So take a few more at your own pace. And do this one more time. And whenever you are ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes, and I'm going to show you the next exercise. So you're going to go ahead and we're going to breathe in through the mouth. So you want 80% or even 90% of your breath to come in through the belly. So it's going to look like this. And then the last 10 or 20% is going to come from your chest. And then we're going to exhale through the mouth. So everything is going to be out of the mouth. So it's going to look like this. Feel free to watch me one more time. And you can make your inhales and exhales as long or as short as possible. So you can take this faster or slower, but either way, this is going to help you quiet down your thoughts, quiet down your mind, and quiet down your ego, and just really, really connect with yourself and your intuition and quiet down those busy thoughts. So go ahead and do this at your own pace for a few moments here. Do this a few more times at your own pace. Do this one more time. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And we're gonna start with our first stretch today. So we're gonna do ankle to knee pose. So you're gonna bring your right ankle over the left knee and your right knee over the left ankle. You're gonna flex your feet and we're just gonna start to make circles, gentle circles around the hips. Really starting to open up the hips here. Make sure that you're breathing as you do this. And now shift in the other direction, so start to make circles in the other direction. And now pause back at center, and you're gonna slowly inch your way forward. So as much as you can while still keeping the back straight. And if this right here is enough for you, because this can be a really intense stretch, you can just stay right here. So stay tall if you need to. And if you need more of a deeper stretch, feel free to slowly make your way forward. And if you have props with you, so you can use a block, you can use a book if you don't have a block and you want to have a little bit more support, you can put this underneath your forehead like this. And if you want an even deeper stretch, you can go ahead and give yourself a little hug. So it's gonna look like this. You're gonna bring your right palm over the left knee and then the left palm over the right knee. And just give yourself a nice little hug here. And we're gonna stay here for a few moments, so make sure you are comfortable. You don't want to strain yourself too much. You want to feel the stretch, but you also want to be comfortable. And you can also go ahead and release the neck. You can move your head from side to side to release any tension in the upper body and really let the head go fully. Take a few more cycles of breath here. Breathing in deeply through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. Take one more deep inhale here. And exhale out of the mouth. And do this one more time. And at the end of your last exhale, you can slowly come on up. No rush here. Whenever you're ready, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you're gonna bring your right ankle over, or your left ankle over the right knee, and then your left knee over the right ankle. And make sure that your feet are flexed, and we're just gonna start to make gentle circles around the hips in whatever direction feels most comfortable to you, most natural. Again, remembering to breathe deeply here. And now we're gonna make circles in the other direction. And when you're ready, pause back at center and slowly inch your way forward. If you did so on the other side, again, you can use a prop here if you did so on the other side. So bring the block directly underneath your forehead and just let everything go. You can also give yourself a nice hug here if you did that on the other side. And just really let everything go, so you can start to make circles with your shoulders to release any tension in the upper body as well. You can swing your head from side to side if that feels good. Whatever you need to do to release the tension in the upper body, the shoulders, the head, the neck. And breathe deeply here into the lower body. And we're going to stay here for a few moments, so get comfortable. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the mouth. Take a few more cycles of breath here, moving at your own pace. Take one more deep inhale through the nose and exhale out of the mouth, and slowly roll on up, taking your time. And now we're gonna make our way into our next pose. So we're gonna come into a pigeon pose. So we're gonna do this by coming into tabletop first. And you want to go ahead and tuck the toes and come back into a downward facing dog. And in your downward facing dog, go ahead and lift your right leg up straight towards the ceiling, bend the knee, and bring it in towards your right wrist, so right behind the right wrist, and you're gonna plant that foot down onto the mat. Make sure that your right knee is directly on the right side of the mat, and that your right foot is tucked in towards your hips. And since this is a restorative class, we're going to use a lot of props here, so you can get creative. If you don't have any blocks, you could use some books. And then if you don't have a bolster, you can use a blanket. That works too. But we're going to use a lot of support here to make this as comfortable as possible. So I like to put one block directly underneath the chest and one directly under the head, so it looks like this. And then for the bolster, you can go ahead and put the bolster directly underneath the pelvis. So go ahead and just squeeze it under the pelvis for some extra support there. And whenever you're ready, you can make your way forward. Again, if this is enough of a stretch right here, you can stay right here. And if you need a little bit more, feel free to make your way down onto the mat. And just let everything go here. Tune into your breath. And as you breathe, imagine, as you inhale, imagine a white light moving its way onto the right hips, the right side of your hips. And as you exhale, imagine any stress, any tension, anything that's stuck in that right side of your hip, imagine it slowly leaving the body. And with each inhale, focus on that white light. And with each exhale, imagine anything stuck there leaving the body. If your mind starts to wander, just know that that's totally normal. Just bring yourself back into this moment and into the present by focusing on each inhale and each exhale. We'll be here for about 1 more minute. Take 1 more deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly come on up. And we're going to gently make our way onto the other side. So we're going to do this by coming back into a tabletop position, so you can move your props to the side. So slowly make your way into tabletop. Go ahead and tuck the toes behind you, and we're going to come into a downward facing dog. So go ahead and lift your left leg straight up towards the sky. Bend that knee and bring it in towards the left wrist, and you're going to place it all the way on the left side of the mat. And then you're going to tuck the left toes in towards the pelvis. And make sure that your hips are squared towards the front of the room, the front of the mat. And then you're going to go ahead and set up, since we're going to be here for a couple of minutes. So bringing 1 block or 1 book directly under the chest and 1 directly under the forehead. And then you can take your bolster or your blanket and put it underneath the pelvis for some extra support there. And slowly make your way down onto your props. And let everything go here. Again, with each inhale, imagine a white light filling up the left side of your hips. And with each exhale, Imagine anything that's stuck there, any tension, any stress, any old memories that are stored there. Imagine them leaving the body. And whenever your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to the breath and to that image of the white light filling up the body and any tension or stress leaving the body. If you find yourself getting emotional in this pose, just know that we store a lot of emotions in our lower body and in our hips in particular. So it's totally normal. It means that you're releasing any old emotions that are stuck there. So just allow yourself to feel whatever is coming up for you in this moment. Take one more deep inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly come on up. You can go ahead and move your props over to the side. And we're gonna make our way onto our belly. So this is gonna be super easy, super relaxing. So you're gonna put the bolster or a blanket, if you don't have a bolster, right underneath your hips, and you're just gonna lie straight onto the bolster. And you're gonna keep your legs straight, untuck the toes, and make a little cushion with your hands. So you're gonna bring your right palm over the left so that you can lie your forehead right onto your hands for like a little pillow, a little cushion, I like to call it. Oh yeah, sure. So you're gonna take the right palm over the left and make a little cushion for your forehead. I like to call it a little pillow, and you're just gonna relax your forehead onto your palms, onto that little pillow. And just breathe here. When we have a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress, that can really affect our digestive organs and our whole digestive system. which is why a lot of the times when we're anxious, we feel nauseous. We can go to the bathroom too much or not enough. So it's really important in those moments when we feel anxious to nourish the digestive system, and this can be a really great way to do so. Take one more deep breath here. And as you exhale, slowly come on up. And we're going to set up our last pose here for the day. So this is going to be a restorative Supta Baddha Konasana. So you're going to place your bolster parallel on the mat. And you want to make sure that it's touching the lower part of your back. So you don't want there to be any space there between the bolster and your lower back. And you're going to go ahead and lie down onto the bolster. And then you're going to bring the soles of your feet to touch and spread your knees out to the sides for Supta Baddha Konasana. And then with your hands, if you want more of a heart opener, if you're ready to open up and receive your blessings, you can bring your arms out to the side, or you can bring your arms overhead and grab for opposite elbows for a nice stretch in the upper body, a nice heart opener. But a lot of the times when we're anxious and we have a lot of anxiety, this can feel a bit too vulnerable and make our anxiety worse. So if that feels like you today, you can go ahead and bring your palms over the belly, or you can bring one palm over the belly and one over the heart. And you can just stay right here. Or you can even go ahead and give yourself a nice hug for extra love and grounding and support. Again, if your mind is wandering, if your thoughts are all over the place, just direct your attention back to your breath, back to those deep inhales and deep exhales. And you can go ahead and stay here for as long as you'd like. If you have more time today, you can stay here for longer. But if you're ready to go ahead and start your day, or start the rest of your day, or your evening, you can go ahead and release the arms if you had them overhead or if you were hugging yourself. And you can go ahead and slowly make your way up into a comfortable seat. Try to keep your eyes closed as you do this and just get into a comfortable seated position. Thank yourself for taking the time to practice today and to make time for your mental health and for your body. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this practice today. I hope that you now feel relaxed and that any stress that you had holding on in your body has left, and I hope that you just feel amazing. Feel free to join our app called Yoga Plus to watch a lot more of these videos. I'll see you guys next time.
Welcome to Yoga Plus. Courses available from pupil to yogi. Sort by yoga, fitness, and instructors. Create your own